Hello boys and girls, we have an exciting video for you today, exciting knife to look at. Is it this bug out? No, it's not. It's not a bug out, it's not any kind of bug out killer, there's no such thing. It is this Buck 284 Bantam BBW. This is going to be an unboxing. There's not much of a box. Let me tell you something about this knife. It's of a series of Bantam knives from Buck. So they have a 283 Bantam Nano, 284 Bantam BBW, 285 Bantam BLW, and 286 Bantam BHW. Each number represent a larger and larger knife. So this is a knife second in size. This one is about the size of 501 Squire. It's the knife that Buck did a collaboration with Larry Thomas, the inventor of Magna Cut steel, and they did a Larry knife. It's exactly this size as this knife. It's a very usable size for like EDC, for pocket, for like kind of gentlemanly carry, something where it's unobtrusive, but at the same time it can get some work done. So let's open this package, and I don't like to cut into this, you know, I like to do something more finesse like, if I can. Sometimes it's impossible to do that, but if I can do something finessey, I'm gonna try to do it. Maybe it's impossible, I don't know. And if it's impossible, we'll cut into this. Maybe that's what we'll do. But let's take a look at this package. So it's a very budget-friendly knife. As you can see, it's a knife made in the USA, Post Falls, Idaho. And the price on the Buck website is $23.99. I'd say that's a budget-friendly knife, okay? If you want a USA-made knife and you are complaining that, oh, Bench-made, it's so expensive, listen, you have this knife. It's 284 Bantam BBW, $23.99. You go to Cabela's, it's $21.99. You can find deals on this one. You know, you can get a $20 knife, USA made. There is a little stipulation. It's made from imported parts, but it's still made in USA, of USA and import parts. So there is that stipulation there, you know. Very budget friendly. All right, I'm gonna use the much more expensive knife to open this budget friendly knife. I'm just gonna cut into this, open it up, get it out of there. This is our unboxing. Look at this knife. Right away, so this is glass-filled nylon GFN, right? As this is what Benchmade calls grievery, and then it feels very nice. It's got some texturing to this. It's a matte, it no shine. It's got like some matte, grippy texture to this. Very nice. All of this, the construction is like rivet construction. There are no screws. You won't be able to disassemble this knife. There is no pocket clip whatsoever. It's intended to be carried in pocket, so you just throw it in there and that's where it's gonna live, and you just pull it out, figure out which way you pulled it out, open it up using both hands. Nice walk and talk, nice click, and it's got a mid positioned lock back mechanism over here. Very nicely, nice retention, very nice walk and talk. The click is very strong. Lockback knives were pioneered by Buck knife back in the 60s with their legendary design Buck 110 knife that you can still buy. I don't have a Buck 110. It kind of looks like something like this, right, with the wooden you know, the bolsters over here, and This is a kind of that design, but only instead of like the wooden and the brass bolsters, it's got the GFN, glass-filled nylon here. And the original Bach 110, the lock back mechanism was all the way in the back, and this one is in the middle. So eventually, other companies, they realized that Bach is doing something right. Their Bach 110 is supremely just popular product. It sells very well all through today, and for a good reason. And other companies, namely Spyderco, started doing that same design. Only Spyderco, they did a good thing. They moved this lock back to the middle because it doesn't really change anything in the way the knife operates, just because it's in the middle, but it's much easier to close instead of going all the way to the back and pushing it here and then finding a way to to break the knife. You do it here where it's more convenient and it's very natural to close the knife. I kind of applaud this decision to have a lockback knife in the middle here. It's much easier to operate. Very simple thing, nothing to it. However, we do have to talk about this. I like seeing this Bach USA over here, of course 284, and some little like a symbol. I'm not exactly sure how to read that, but in the Bach case, all these little symbols, they mean to Bach, to the Bach company. That's how they can figure out when this knife was made, right? And I'm not gonna know, but Bach will know. There are some people, some experts out there that know how to read this. So you can also see the impression of the Bach letters on the handle here. Very nice. This color is called mossy oak design. There's also orange mossy oak. It's called burnt mossy oak or something. So it's also kind of like this, but with the orange instead of green. And then there is a black one. Those are the three that I saw online. This one is good for like hunting, I guess, because it's black. Like if you go like duck hunting, ducks cannot see this. But also you cannot see it if you drop it. You're just gonna lose it. So maybe go for the orange ones because ducks are colorblind, but you're not, hopefully. And if you drop it, you will easily see it and you can keep using it. So what I want to mention when talking about Bach is my experience with Bach warranty. Bach warranty is famously called forever warranty. Also, when you buy something from Bach, they tell you that, you're family now, family of Bach, and we take care of our own. And that's how it felt, the Bach warranty is really, really good. And that's what you're getting, when you buy into a USA made Bach, you get the forever warranty. If something happens to this knife, if it loses its function over time, it's got rivet construction, you cannot really take it apart. You send it to Bach and they will replace it or fix it somehow. So what it says on the website, if you're looking for durable and stylish pocket knife, the Bantam BBW has a mid-lockback design and ridges at the top for added grip. So I guess, you have ridges, not a long list of features. It's a budget knife. It's got ridges, it's got mid-lockback design. Sleek, lightweight knives. Actually, this knife is 1.5 ounce. I could not believe this because this bug out, which is $320 versus $23, is 1.6 ounce. And this one is 1.5 ounce. Can you believe that? I certainly can't. I don't know, it feels about the same. But on paper, this one is very, very light, impressively light. And that's again a huge plus. I also like the grind of this blade. It's a featureless, let's call it, it's a budget-friendly knife, but look at the grind of this blade. It's got a spear-like grind over here on top, where you're going to be able to do some puncturing work with this knife if that's what you need to do. Look at this. That's an added feature, and I think that's really, really cool. This blade looks kind of, it's really punching above its weight class over here. So technically you can do a one-hand opening, considering there are thumb studs, but it's not really, you still need two hands to close it, and I don't know if you can really open it one-handed. It's not the easiest thing. Two hands is probably what you need here, at least for me. But if you really try, you can do it one-handed. So like I said, the Bantams are available in 4 sizes. The Bantam Nano, I'm not really sure how small that is. This one is 2.75 inches, so under 3 inches. The Bantam BLW, that's the next one up, it's 3.1 inch, and the Bantam BHW is 3.75 inches, so that should be about this size. You know, huge. This is a Crooked River, right? So that's going to be the size of the BHW Bantam. As we are right now, this is a mini bug out, so that's what you're looking at. The size comparison is very, very much on point. The price is much, much cheaper. If you want an American knife, but you don't want to spend $300, $200, if you're complaining about bench prices, which I understand, not too many people want to pay these crazy prices. That's understandable. Go ahead and give Buck a try, right? So, forever warranty. You guys should learn about forever warranty. So this is what it says on the Buck website. We warranty each and every Buck knife to be free of defects in material and workmanship for the life of the knife. So they don't even say as long as you're the original owner, they don't care. You know, like we were just taking a look at that, what was that knife? The Gerber, you know, strong arm. That knife is a tank, it's never gonna break, but they do say, you know, you have to be the original owner, even though when you go ahead and file a warranty claim, they're not gonna check if you are the original owner. But Buck doesn't check for that, you know, and neither does Benchmade actually. So as long as you have a Buck knife, it's covered by that warranty, you know. And I also wanna, you know, because, you know, it's a budget knife. Does it have limitations? Yes, it has limitations. Is it perfect? No, it's not gonna be perfect. But it's $23.99. Blade is 2.75 inches or 7 centimeters. The closed length is 3.75. So like I said, it's exactly like the 501 Squire. The weight is 1.5 ounce. I still cannot believe that. I still cannot believe that number. And what's really cool about this knife and about most of the USA made Buck knives, it's got 420 HC steel, which is a really, really tough steel. It's a stainless steel. Some people say it's not as much edge retention. However, keep in mind that Buck heat process is so legendarily good. They get this steel up to the numbers of 58 HRC, and once again, when you look at something like an offering from Benchmade where it's S30V. It's going to be from 58 to 60 HRC. If you're looking at some really high-end D2s, they're going to be in 60 HRC. So you have, if you buy like a M390 blade from China and you pay $300 or sometimes even upwards of $500, M390 is a very good steel. However, when you get it from China, sometimes it comes in like 55 HRC. It's much softer than what you get from Buck here for $23.99. So before you go ahead and buy over there, give this American knife a try. Of course, like I would like to see that it would be from American components as well, but we're not there yet. You guys are not buying this. You go and buy like Bug Out Killer. What was that thing? The Ozark Trail, the orange knife, because a YouTube man told you that it's a good knife. I said right away that knife is a waste of money. It's not worth $10. But you guys bought 5 and 10 of those knives each, and Walmart could not keep them on their shelves, And some of those YouTubers have since came out clean and said, we've been wrong. That knife is not worth the $10 that you guys paid. However, not every YouTuber said that. Some of the big channels never took their words back. They just fooled you, and you went and bought a knife with the burnt edge, the edge that does not perform, that you cannot keep sharp. You just wasted your $10, which you could have put towards the legendary heat treat of Buck 420HC, which would be a great edge, great steel, very tough steel, which 420HC, it's a toughness goat. It's a very, very tough steel. It's got great edge retention because of the Buck heat treat that's getting this edge to the 58, very respectable number, 58 HRC. And it's fully stainless. I mean, what more can you ask for? And if God forbid something breaks, something goes wrong, if you get a lemon, if it's not the best $23.99 knife that you were hoping to get, you have Buck Forever warranty, and they will honor it no matter what happens. And I just wanted to read you some of the, I think, because, this knife is not perfect, it's a $23.99, but I just wanted to read you some reviews on Buck's own website. Some of them are very positive, some of them are negative, but it's important to know that it's a budget knife. Best Bantam size, of course, they're talking about 284, which is a 2.75 inch blade and 3.75 inch handle. So they say blade and weight nice, pocket size initially a little stiff, but cleaning with Q-tips coated with frog loop helped a lot along with time of use. Camo, nice looking, very sharp out of the box. I kind of agree, I like the look of this knife. It looks great. I still cannot believe the price and the fact that you get a Buck Forever warranty and you get this amazing heat treated 420HC from Buck. If you are a budget oriented person and you're looking to save money, I don't know how you can go wrong with this. Good. That's the next review. Good, but you have to get used to. I like everything about. The only thing is that when you first get it, practice open it slowly, and when you can do it at your own pace. I almost cut myself when I first opened it, but I opened it a couple of times, and it feels like it feels good. So again, this mechanism, it's not. Maybe it's not for you, but at the same time, if you practice doing this, it's a very trusted, very secure mechanism. The lock back knife, In fact, the claim to fame, when Buck originally came up with it, the idea was that when it's open, it's as secure as having a fixed blade. That's what they were saying about their original Buck 110, and I mean, you be the judge if that's correct or not, but at least it's mostly correct. It's really there's no play whatsoever in this knife. I mean, you get a budget knife that's foldable, you know, it's got a lock back mechanism, and there is no play. I mean, that is impressive right there. So let's continue with these reviews. A great gift, agree, great little EDC knife, absolutely love it, and I'm lost without it. Sharp out of the box. By the way, let's see if we can put that to the test. You guys saw that I just opened the box. It's out of the box. Let's see how sharp it is. I mean, you be the judge. I think it's pretty sharp. It's not the sharpest knife out there, but it's pretty sharp. What do you think? I think it's good. I think it's pretty good. Let's see how the $320 knife is doing. I mean, it's not out of the box. I sharpened it. It might be worse than this Buck over here. No, it's actually a little better. But it's my sharpening skills. Actually, maybe it is about the same. Anyway, so you can have a $23.99 knife cutting about the same or even better than a $320 knife. If you spend your money wisely, don't go and buy that $10 turd from Walmart. Don't listen to the big EDC guys. Sometimes they're wrong, and some of them will not go back on their word, thus losing their credibility. So let me see what else people say about this knife. Great first knife. Amazing point. This is a great first knife, right? So if you want to give somebody a knife, if it's a first knife, you don't know if they're going to be into knives. You don't want to go ahead and spend $300, $400 on a carbon fiber, give them all the features. Let them try it out. Let them feel it out. You know, it's a great strategy. If you're shopping for a teenager, for a child, if you want them to learn how to use it, to start using the knife, to see how they respond to it, how they gonna be careful about it, you know, because this one takes two hands to open and close mostly, you know, and that's really good because you want that child to use both hands, to be mindful of what they're doing. You don't want them to be like, you know, watching TV and flicking the knife, you know, like this with one hand. You want them to be mindful and completely present. So this would be a great first knife. So this guy Scott over here says, I bought one of these for each of my kids when they got their whittling cheat in Cub Scouts. I have no idea what that means. Blaze Camo. Oh, Blaze Camo is basically this one, only the main color is orange and it's still got that patterning over there. So he got it in Blaze Camo so they can find it at the campsite. The handle fits their hands well and the knife holds an edge for all the things they use it for, because it's a legendary Buck heat treatment on 420HC. Do not underestimate 420HC, especially when the heat treat is done right. And Buck is known for their meticulous heat treatment, and that's what Larry and Thomas said about their heat treatment. It's legendary in the industry. Larry and Thomas knows his knives. He knows his steels. He was praising Buck heat treat, you know. So that's a high praise. It's from the highest professional in the field. What else can we find here? Very cheaply made, of course. So some of these reviews are not complimentary. Some of this it's like whatever. So very cheaply made. The 284 Bantam knife is cheaply priced and it's a super cheap, and the blade broke easily. My grandson is on his second one and I won't be buying another. All right, so grandson broke one. He's on his second one, means the second one is still working, right? So let's see. Next one, cheap little bird knife. Bird knife means you are hunting some birds. I've been using this knife for a cheap little bird knife for ducks. For ducks. It's sharp and easy to use, also easy to replace if lost and in duck blind. So ducks cannot see it, right? I even carry something for EDC, but I love it hunting. From John. All right, so the next one is a bad review. So this person doesn't like the knife. It says poor springs. So the springs are bad. I'm on my third and last one of these. The damn main spring gets so weak, the blade opens just by keeping it up, and the locking system won't work. Cut my finger for the last time. I have buck knives that are 40 years old. I used for trapping, so on. So what's important about this review, we have comments by the store owner. So they replied to this guy and they say, we warranty each and every buck knife to be free of defects in material and workmanship for the life of the knife, and we will repair or replace with a new buck knife at our option. Any buck knife that is defective, please contact our warranty department, phone, email, right? So I dealt with buck warranty. They absolutely cover their stuff. They stand behind their product. And if something goes wrong, you are not just buying the piece of steel and the GFN handles, you buying into the family, into the forever warranty. You're getting that peace of mind. That's what you're paying, the $23.99 or maybe even less. If you go into Cabela's, if you go into some other, you might find deals. I mean, I printed out a bunch of these. I don't want to read everything. I think you guys get the idea. It's a great little knife. It's a Sharpie pointy sticks. I'm actually kind of impressed with the blade grind. I like the spear-like nature of this grind. I think that they even went farther than they needed to for the price. And in a way, I'm kind of impressed. Not even for the price, but I would be happy with this knife. You know, if I'm traveling somewhere, you know, I need to buy a knife on the go. It's not my forever knife or something. I would be so happy with this in my pocket, you know. This would get the job done. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in, and you have a good rest of the day.